find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's Anthony McFarland, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
34-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Ground, it's McFarland. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Just shy of the 45.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Jeff Gladney able to come up and make the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 44, Murray will get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On first down, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray, he's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Baker with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointment. End to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They're going for Jefferson downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Vikings have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive with McFarland. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Running with McFarland. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Anthony McFarland.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now from Murray. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Complete.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to air one out. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Murray being chased out left. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Cardinals 3.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Murray. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, If you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting.
Deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. His first carry, he loses the football. The Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
On first down, McFarland. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 24, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
By number 12.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Crawford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Crawford. Right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Crawford. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. From the gun, Crawford. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on second down, Crawford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Brought down back.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
To throw on third down, Crawford. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking up. Yeah, they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.
Got it.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Anthony McFarland, 93 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Crawford. Flushed out right. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
It's now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd down. Murray walks into the hands of his running back, McFarland. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the gun, Murray. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up on the cues. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded in the end zone. And loses the football a second time.
Recovered by the receiving team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They run it again with Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Crawford. To the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Crawford. Oh, going for Jeff. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And this one through the uprights and good.
20. Vikings 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And here's Murray on the keeper. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a run with McFarland. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down now. It's Kennedy, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Crawford. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Play action. Now it's Murray rolling to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Throwing again. Crawford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Crawford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, Crawford. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And 11.
Operating from the gun, Crawford. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They run the counter. Kennedy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. An inside handoff. This is McFarland. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run here with McFarland. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now on 2nd and 16. Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down.
From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Kennedy, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On 3rd down, here's McFarland. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
A gain of 9.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. His kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Crawford. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And they'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Crawford. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun, Crawford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is gone from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Murray going deep for Hopkins. He's got it in, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 83 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. From the gun, Murray, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Throwing again. Crawford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun, Crawford. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And they will take a knee here. Charles, points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cards, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.